there, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about some products that did not work out for me, and just the disclaimer that everyone gives to these videos, there may be some of your absolute favorite products in here that just didn't work out for me. The good news about that is that if you're ever afraid of someone grabbing the last one less person to do that. So I have them all here in this little box. I have more things than I thought that I would, so let's go ahead and get started with the biggest guy in here. This is the Ava NYC Therapy Session Hair Mask. It comes in this giant tub. It smells like vanilla. It smells so good, and I mean, I used half of the jar, but it just didn't do much for my hair. When my hair was super long, I felt like it just weighed down my hair. Now it's just way too much now that my hair is shorter. So yeah, there's still quite a bit in here though. So this will most likely be going to my little sister. She has very long color treated hair, so this will probably be better off for her. Next up, let's just keep going with hair products. I have a leave-in conditioner. This is the IT Hair Care 12-in-1 Amazing Leave-In Treatment. It says maximum heat protection. I have a feeling that this is IT Hair Care's response to the, what is that called? It's a 10 leave-in conditioner. This, it says it's supposed to repair dry, damaged hair, protects from split ends, breakage, shiny, healthy hair. Again, just like with the Ava product, it just weighed my hair down, or it did nothing. Luckily, I didn't pay for this. Well, I kind of did. I used Ipsy points to buy it. It is still like completely full though. There's probably like, I've only used about that much of it. So yeah, about that much. So again, this will be going to my sister for her dry, brittle, color-treated hair, and I'm sure it will be great for her. I have two dry shampoos. The first one is the Blow Pro Faux Dry Shampoo. This is talc free, and yeah, it looks like that. I picked this up at Marshall's, and it's very weird. I'll show you. It's a powder, but you don't like sprinkle it onto your hair. It has this little nozzle, and then, yeah, it does that. And it goes very inconsistent into your hair, and it just like, when you push the little nozzle, especially if you're in your bathroom, it just like sucks all of the oxygen out of the room, and it makes it impossible to breathe. On top of that, it leaves a really, really bad white cast that no matter how much you massage it through your hair, it does not go away. This just did not work out for me at all. I absolutely hated this, and yeah, there's still quite a bit in there. I can see if one of my friends will like it, but it's honestly, in my opinion, such a bad product that I don't even think that I could feel good giving that to somebody. Now this next one surprised me, and I've had this for about a year now, and I still just haven't fallen in love with it, and I just don't think it's worth the hype that it gets. This is the Bumble and Bumble Preta Powder, equal parts dry shampoo, style extender, and volume in a pinch. And I bought, I believe this is the full size, about a year ago for my birthday with a Sephora gift card, and it's, let's see, I've gotten about halfway through it. So in a year, it's taken me about that much. But also in a year, I only use this when I have no other dry shampoos. It's like my last resort. It has a really nice fresh smell. Yeah, I love the way that it smells. But first off, the one little hole that they give you there does not dispense enough product to actually get enough in my hair that it will make it so it's not greasy, and it makes my hair feel dirty. It makes it feel, it gives it this weird texture that like gives me goosebumps. I hate the texture it gives to my hair. It doesn't really give me much volume. It just gives me grit, which I really, really hate. I absolutely despise this product, and I don't get why it is so hyped up. It's just a mystery to me. So yeah, this, I'm going to try to use it up, but I don't know. Like I said, it's literally giving me goosebumps thinking about the texture it gives my hair. I really, really, really don't like that. That is all the hair products. Now, some like miscellaneous body products and things like that, and then we'll get on to the makeup. This is the Acne Free Body Clearing Acne Spray. This has 2% salicylic acid, glycolic acid, vitamin B3, and aloe. And this, it just didn't do much. I bought it for myself, for my shoulders and my chest, and also for my husband who has some acne on his shoulders, and it just does nothing. And it says that it's non-sticky, fast drying, which is just absolute crap. It leaves you super sticky and greasy, and it takes forever to dry. So yeah, that is going away. And the last kind of miscellaneous product is a toothpaste. This is the Tom's Anti-Plaque and Whitening Spearmint Toothpaste. And I decided to try an all-natural toothpaste. It just did not leave my teeth feeling clean. It does not get rid of my morning breath. It is just, it doesn't seem like it does anything. So I'm going to give this to my little sister's friend who is vegan. I think this is vegan. Yeah, no animal testing or animal ingredients. So I'm gonna give this to him. Now on to the makeup. I'll kind of do this in order of how things get applied. I have mostly foundations here. The first one is a foundation mixer. Now I have tried quite a few foundation mixers. This one is by Stargazer. It's their white foundation. It has the same kind of texture if you've ever used the Manic Panic. First off, I hate the packaging. It comes with this like little spatula, which makes it really hard to, if you need to add some more to your foundation, you have to like add it to the back of your hand, and then you have to mix it in, and then you end up wasting product that way. And it really changes the consistency of whatever foundation you're mixing it in with. And it makes it break up really weird on my skin. It makes it fade way faster. Like foundations that I know will normally stay in place, like my CoverGirl Outlast 3-in-1, this will make it disappear in like 2 hours. So was not a fan of that. Same goes with the powder that corresponds with it. This is their pressed powder in white. I bought this to set my under eye or to kind of like mix in with other powders. It just created a very, very weird consistency, and I was not a fan of it. Next up is the Hard Candy Glamouflage Invisible Camouflage Foundation, and it has the CoverGirl Outlast pump on it because I used the pump from this on the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. So I did a little musical pumps. This was finally a foundation that I found that was light enough. If you can't tell, I am extremely pale, so it's hard for me to find a foundation light enough. But it just wore weird on my skin. It broke up really weird. As you can see though, I got like quite a way through it. This worked much better as a mixer for foundations, but just not a huge fan of the foundation on its own. I may repurchase it for mixing purposes, but otherwise I won't ever wear this on its own again. Now, I just mentioned this one because this has my Hard Candy pump on it. I don't get the hype with this. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place makeup. And this is, first off, in the absolute lightest shade. And the woman at the counter assured me that this was my color. I said, no, that looks way too dark. It is like 4 shades too dark for me. And I told her that I was buying this for my wedding day. And I did end up wearing it on my wedding day because I self-tanned. But it was not as like remarkable and amazing and fantastic as I was expecting it to be. It seemed no different on my skin than like my CoverGirl foundation or any L'Oreal foundations that I've used, and I just don't get the hype with it. It was not so fantastic. It stayed on my skin all freaking day. Like, no, it faded just as every other foundation does. If not, this actually wore off on my skin quicker than my CoverGirl foundation does. And I just don't get the hype around it, but I did end up using most of this up. There's a couple of uses left in it, and I will just kind of get through it, and then I won't be repurchasing that, primarily for the color issue and also just because it's just not worth the hype in my opinion. My last foundation, oh, and by the way, with these foundations, I should mention I have very oily, acne-prone skin. And I have a lot of active acne all of the time. It's constant, it's cystic, it's terrible, and the Estee Lauder Double Wear did not cover it. And everyone assured me it would cover it, and it just did nothing. And yeah, now the last foundation that I have, I've repurchased it. This is my second tube of it, and I don't know why, because it just like, it sucks the life out of my skin. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. The great thing about this is that it is light enough. L'Oreal did a great job in making sure that they had a wide enough shade range, especially for hyper pale people like me. But the problem with this, like, it is great for oily skin, that's absolutely true, but it's not great for acne skin. Not necessarily acne prone, it never made me break out, but if you have any active breakouts, it will cling to the skin that is breaking out. It doesn't like stay on top of it. It like wipes off of any of my acne spots, and it really emphasizes my acne. Otherwise, I love this foundation, but just maybe if my skin ever clears up, this will be perfect for my super oily skin, but right now it just clings onto my acne spots and makes them look absolutely terrible, so I just cannot wear this foundation anymore. I have one concealer here. This is the Hard Candy Glamouflage Heavy Duty Concealer. This just, it looks cakey, it looks like way too much makeup. You can definitely tell when you're wearing this. It creases, it moves around. This concealer, what are you doing, baby? I'm babysitting my mom's cat and he's being obnoxious. So I have this in ultra light. It is light enough. What I end up using this for, and what I'll continue to use it for until it's gone, is to mix in with moisturizers to make like a tinted moisturizer, or to kind of mix my own foundation, or to amp up any coverage in foundations. But as a concealer, I can't use this at all. Now, an eyeshadow primer. This is the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. And this just, it really did nothing for my eyeshadow. It just kind of added another layer and made it all look very cakey and heavy, and was not a huge fan of this. Lastly, I have two lip products. The first one is from Stila. This is the Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick in Beso, which is like a huge cult classic as far as liquid lipsticks go. And I just found it very difficult to apply, and it moved around on me. I don't know what it means by stay in place, because it moved everywhere on me. It moved all outside the lines, no matter how much lip liner I used. I even used a clear lip barrier on the outside of my lips. It still moved outside of there. It was just too hard to work with for me. Won't be repurchasing this. And lastly, another cult classic. Everyone is talking about how amazing these are, and the formula isn't necessarily my issue with these, it's the colors of the Too Faced Melted Lipsticks. They just make me look dead. I just find that for fair skin tones, they don't make a very good color range. I have cool toned fair skin, and all of their shades just tend to like just suck the color out of my face, and I just can't get them to work. So yeah, that is it. Those are all of the products that didn't work out for me. Like I said, if any of these are great for you, or you can think of any other ways that I can use these, or if I'm using them wrong, please let me know in the comments down below. And if any of them didn't work out for you for one reason or another, please let me know so I don't feel like I'm alone, especially with like the Infallible foundation and the Double Wear and the Pret a Powder, these things that are like absolute favorites for a lot of people. Let me know if they didn't work out for you so that I know I'm not crazy. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!